Hello. We are so glad you're here. Welcome to Anadolu Turkish Folk Dancers Footwork and Passion of Anatolia Tour. Are you ready? We have an amazing travel itinerary prepared for you today. It was so kind of Folklife to book this free travel experience for all of us. As we tour different regions of Turkey together, you'll get a glimpse of thousands of years of rich and colorful Anatolian culture. Along the way, we'll point out unique regional movements and incredible folk costumes. Both will bring to life the spirit of the land. Accompanying us on our travels, we have the Anadolu Turkish Folk Dancers. These dancers work hard to preserve and pass down vibrant traditions across generations. And I'll tell you more about them in a bit. Wait, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Ezra, and I'll be one of your tour guides today.
And my name is Mount, and I'll be your other tour guide. All right, let's return to Edirne, our first stop, located in northwestern Turkey. We just watched a medley of four dances, Edirne'nin Ardıda Bağları, Mendil, Pomak Gaydası, and Selanik. You might have noticed the drum, or double, uniting and bringing multiple melodies together. The drum is the oldest instrument in Anatolia, and it's the main percussion of all of our folk dances. It's common for dances from this region to sport a mendil, or handkerchief. In most Turkish folk dances, the leader will twirl their handkerchief to signal their devotion and authority. But in the dances you just saw, everyone had a handkerchief on hand. This is because these dances are about the meeting and gathering of friends, or karşılama. What a lovely way to start the tour.
So, where are we going next? Do you have your jackets? I hope you do. Because our second stop is Erzurum. Located in eastern Turkey, Erzurum is situated over 2,000 yards above the sea and is nestled between Karasu and Aras rivers. Erzurum was home to the first Nationalist Congress in 1919, from which the Declaration of the Turkish War of Independence was issued. It gets cold in Erzurum, negative 35 degrees Fahrenheit type of cold. The natives often say that if you spit in that weather outside, your spit will freeze before hitting the ground. This is partially why all of our dancers today will be wearing a gorgeous and thick bindallı, which means 1,000 branches in Turkish. Seen at wedding ceremonies dating back to Ottoman times, bindallıs are elegantly embroidered dresses made out of velvet or silk. They are embellished with metal-wrapped threads that create stunning nature motifs, and they are heavy. They'll keep you warm for sure.
On today's tour, we're lucky to watch three women's dances from Erzurum. First is the dignified movement of Güvercin, a pigeon opening and closing its delicate feathers for flight. Next is the gentle sway of the kavak tree's branches. And finally, we'll end with Aşağıdan Gelirim, a dance that starts by saying, I come from the sky, all I carry is a plum. Poetic, right? Before we forget, after Erzurum, you'll immediately get whisked away to Azerbaijan. Yes, I forgot to tell you that we'll be traveling across national borders today. Let's meet up after we watch the Azerbaijani dance, okay? Here we go.
Topraktan yeniden yüküm eriktir. Eriğin damarı delik deliktir. Bir emrin kızı var taze feliktir. Gelme ecel gelme 3 gün ara ver. 3 günden ne çıkar 5 gün ara ver. Gel al bu sevdayı götür yara ver. Gel al bu sevdayı götür yara ver.
Thank you, dancers. I hope you enjoyed those wonderful performances from Erzurum and Azerbaijan. Speaking of which, let's take a quick moment to learn more about Yalla, the traditional folk dance of Azerbaijan that you just saw. Yalla dates all the way back to the Stone Age. Ancient rock carvings at Kobustan, a UNESCO World Heritage Site located southwest of Baku, show people dancing hand in hand in circles, just like in Yalla. In fact, the word Yal means chain, symbolizing unity and strength. The earliest forms of Yalla were performed around a bonfire or when encircling prey during ceremonial hunts. So for everybody's information, that dance was Yallı, not the first one. My bad. Anyhow, Esra, take it away.
Over the centuries, Yallı has evolved into a celebratory dance performed at weddings, festivals, and especially Nevruz, the spring new year. Dancers move to the sounds of the zurna, pipe, and double drum. Nowadays, there are probably more than 1,000 varieties of this dance, but one thing remains consistent. Yallı represents the bravery, unity, and solidarity of the Azerbaijani people. As you probably noticed, the costumes are incredible. Men wear lambskin hats, kaftans, and tall leather boots, while women often wear either flowing skirts or trousers, intricate jewelry, and silk jackets, and now to Azerbaijan's centuries-old silk tradition. The petroglyphs at Gobistan remind us that cultural preservation is important work. In 2018, Yallı dances were included in the UNESCO list of intangible cultural heritage in need of urgent safeguarding. Thank you for doing the work of cultural preservation with us here today.
All right. Back to travel. Let's return from Azerbaijan to Turkey. Our next stop is Diyarbakir. Located in the Fertile Crescent, Diyarbakir is an ancient and storied city that boasts 5,000 years of history. Today, it's a major cultural center for Turkish, Kurdish, Assyrian, and Armenian diasporas. The city is famed for its black basalt masonry and its long, well-preserved ancient walls, which were named a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2015. On our tour, you'll see costumes inspired by rural dress style, colorful saffron shalvar, embroidered velvet vests, ornate headpieces, and antique amulets. Men typically sport push-up or sashes, and a tightly wrapped scarf around their heads. Fun fact, these costumes traveled all the way from Turkey to Seattle just a few weeks ago, thanks to the incredibly kind donation of one of our dancers' family members, and thanks to the many helpful hands who aided our costumes along their journey. What you see on stage is a labor of community, love, and friendship, spanning generations, continents, and borders.
The Diyarbakir medley we are about to watch starts with a song by Dutch-Turkish singer Arzu, a modern-day adaptation of an older song called Esmer'in Biçim Biçim. They will be followed by Delilo, a festive group dance where dancers link pinkies and bounce around the rhythm of the drum. Watch out for the leader, who might break off into some stunning improvisation. Finally, we'll end with Çapek, a powerful war dance with misleadingly upbeat music. Watch the motions of the dancers carefully, and you'll see that they are really getting ready for battle. Alright. Do you think that you hear the steps of the dancers moving?
I think very, very faintly. I think you can hear them coming from backstage. While they make their way over here, and while we have your attention, we'd like to plug a different and equally vibrant, wonderful cultural showcase that'll be happening. Brought to you by Yasin Insan, the founder of this group, and several talented musicians in our community. There'll be a Turkish folk music showcase on the stage at 5:30 p.m., I believe. So if you're still here at Folklife and would like to listen to some beautiful Turkish classic music featuring instruments such as ney, kanun, those are the only two I know anyways. Yeah, definitely be here because they've been working very hard on their set and yeah, they'd be delighted to share it all with you guys. What about the dancers? Do we hear any footsteps?
I thought they're coming closer, but maybe you need a little bit more reminder. Okay, yes, I think they are close.
Oh, there
Get
they are.
ready, it's gonna be a big crew.
Thank you, dancers. That might have been Anadolu Turkish Folk Dancers' largest group performance on stage ever since they were founded almost 5 decades ago by Yasemin San and Serhat Atatürk. A little bit more about our wonderful group. Right now, over 30 dancers gather each weekend on Sunday evenings to train, laugh, chat, snack, and create wonderful choreographies. They perform year-round across the Pacific Northwest, often partnering with other cultural organizations to honor rich regional histories and diasporas. They are sponsored by TAKAWA, the Turkish American Cultural Association of Washington, which has an incredible lineup of events and activities throughout the year to nurture and sustain our community. Here's a fun fact. Many of the performers you see on stage, myself included, grew up dancing together one way or another. Many of us started here in the early 2000s dancing together at Turkfest and other folklife events, while others joined us in the past couple years in the adult group. It's truly a privilege to be dancing alongside mothers, fathers, friends, and community members. And it's a privilege for us to be able to share this wonderful memory with you. So thank you all for being here.
Luckily, there's no entrance requirement to participate. In fact, the Anadolu Turkish Folk Dancers currently range in age in between 15 and 73, in experience between novice and trained professionals, and in shoe size between 4 and 14. All that to say, this group is diverse, it's growing, and they invite anyone who is eager to learn and grow with them to join the mix. Please check them out on Instagram or Facebook at Anadolu Turkish Folk Dancers to stay posted on upcoming performances and how to get involved. Now, I wanted to let you know that we have a second part to this tour, and it's included for free in your tour package. Part 2 of the Turkish Showcase, featuring the Anadolu Turkish musicians, will take place in the Center Theater downstairs this evening at 5:30 p.m. We invite you to join us on a musical journey of traditions as our musicians present folk rhythms reflecting the ceremonious moments of greetings and farewell in Anatolia. You won't want to miss it.
Next up, Ankara, the heartlands of Anatolia. The next group of male dancers, or seymens, were historically known for their bravery as specialized troops to break apart the enemy front line during battle. Seymen Alıya, a 1,000-strong regiment of seymens, were known to have formed from local tribes in times of national distress. The last Seymen regiments were formed in 1919 to serve during the Turkish Independence War. During times of peace, Seymens served as security forces accompanying nomadic tribes from their summer and winter lodgings, or for merchant caravans traveling between markets. Their culture is kept well and alive today by young men accompanying bridal parties as the bride and her dowries travel from childhood house to their new home.
The Seymen outfit consists of ornately decorated outer japken or jackets and pants known as livga. Their kushak, wrapped around the waist, also served as a burial shroud for the soldier when needed, a grim reality that all fighters face. The rectangular kekiye is folded to wrap around the head twice, and it has a similar characteristic twist in the fabric in the front. This could also function as a container to carry things, a tourniquet or bandage, or as a picnic blanket. Here come the seymens.
haraptır benim aman 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 yüküm şaraptır benim vay vay. Haydi de yüküm şaraptır benim vay vay. Bu yıl böyle giderse aman 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 halim haraptır benim vay vay. Haydi de halim haraptır benim vay vay. Emmişim gümüşüm bir hoşum vay vay. Çokça da içmişim zerhoşum vay vay.
Thank you, dancers. Now it's time to travel up north to the shores of the Black Sea. This is where I'm from also. People from the Black Sea are born to dance. They often shake and shimmy to the tunes of a very simple instrument called the kemençe. Well, with only 3 strings and no pitches, the kemençe's melody reflects the turbulence of the Black Sea. And the movements of most dancers from this region recreate the motion of hamsi fish juggling and jerking in the nets of fishermen. Now, just because the Black Sea is harsh and stern doesn't mean that the dances can't be fun and lively. We are about to get a glimpse of an exuberant group of women dancing up a storm along the coast.
While the dancers hop to the lively music, pay attention to the striped peştemal, a piece of linen wrapped around their waists. The women of the Black Sea have been weaving and using this fabric for centuries, for both ceremonial and everyday use, and it often indicates which region people are from. Like other handmade textiles, peştemal has a lengthy production process marked by love. In some places, 2,354 knots are tied one by hand, to create a singular wrap. So, it's no surprise that the women of the Black Sea are tough, dedicated, and after all that weaving, ready to dance. Let's cheer them on as they take the stage.
Senin
Thank you Karadeniz Kızlar. Alright, back to our travels. Let's move through the rough currents of the Black Sea to the warm and fertile Aegean coast, home to the largest port cities in Turkey. At the turn of the 18th century, the villages of Izmir were protected by Western Anatolian mountain warriors, the Zeybeks, and their leaders, the Efes. They were the local heroes, protecting the villagers from landlords, bandits, and tax collectors. During various Ottoman battles and the Turkish Independence War, Zeybeks were resistance fighters, and their dances reflect their feelings of pride and heroism. When they kneel, the earth will shake. Today's Zeybek performance, Harman Dalı, will be shared between men and women. Harman Dalı is characterized by slow, sweeping figures, strong and elegant footwork, and sharp looks.
For our Zeybek warriors, their embroidered vest has separate shoulder sections to leave their arms free for movement. After all, they must soar like an eagle. Male dancers also wear breeches to leave their legs and feet unrestricted. For our women dancers, you'll notice the colorful üç etek, or three-piece skirt, as well as their ornate red and white scarf headpieces. Fun fact, you can tell which village the dance takes place in just based on the woman's headpieces. See if you can spot the handkerchief that the Zeybek warrior folds into his costume. It's a gift from his fiancée, expressing their deep devotion to each other. We are lucky to witness this performance on our travels today. And as a reminder, the second part of this Turkish showcase will take place in Center Theater downstairs at 5:30 p.m. and our musicians will show traditional Turkish folk music, and they will use authentic Turkish instruments. If you are interested, I would heavily recommend that you join them downstairs at 5:30 p.m. tonight.
When's the music start?
with that, it's time for Konya. Everyone, it's been an honor to tour Anatolia with you. Thanks for coming on this trip and hope you enjoy this final stop.
All right, now let's give it up for the Anadolu Turkish Folk Dancers one last time.